Good evening and welcome to Focus Music and Rumi Forum presenting Tabla for Two. My name is Herb Levy. I'm the president of the board of Focus Music. And since many of you may not know Focus, some people who are here tonight have come because they are part of the Focus Music Network, others because they're part of the Rumi Forum Network, and that's wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity for our two organizations to sponsor some delightful music. Focus Music has been in existence since 2002. We are a nonprofit and we present folk and acoustic music. We've presented more than 500 shows in what's going on 20 years. So at the bottom of your screen, you'll see scrolling an address for donations. Now, if in order to be here, you've all paid an admission price, but it's been a modest one, and we do that purposefully so that people don't have to be concerned with being unable to afford to listen to really quality music. But if you have the resource, please make a donation at this address. 100% of the donations will go to the performers, and you're ready for a wonderful, wonderful night of music. I want to turn the reins over to my partner and friend, Ibrahim Ali from Rumi Forum, and if you'll take it away.
Thank you very much, Herb. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to co-sponsor this evening with Focus Music and to be able to work together with a great team of musicians and our MC this evening. I'm Ibrahim Anli, the Executive Director of Rumi Forum. Rumi Forum has been active in DC area since 1999. We have three main pillars of activity, all under our core mission of interfaith dialogue. One is to build relationships mostly at congregation level, bringing together congregations and their members for meaningful exchange. The second is to inform public through quality speaker programs. And the third one is community events, including activities like we are going to have this evening. So it is truly a pleasure to be with you all in this evening, and I look forward to an extraordinary experience of music. Tabla for Two is a duo, performs a variety of tunes and songs from the subcontinent in a number of languages, in a number of styles, all being described as transcendent, mesmerizing. So within minutes, you will be able to see that and experience that yourselves. I thank everyone and pass it over to our friends.
Good evening, everyone, and a little louder. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our beautiful music room. We call this the Tabla Sphere, and it's the home. It's our home, the home of Tabla for Two. This is where the music is practiced and created. And this is Masoud Omari, who is my most respected teacher. He is from Ghazni, Afghanistan, and he is not only playing the tabla, he is singing and playing the tabla at the same time, which is very, very difficult. Masoud is classically trained. He received his mastership in classical tabla after 11 years with his ustad in Islamabad in Pakistan many years ago. And I met Masoud, and I said, may I please study this music, and would you please be my teacher? And here we are. And I am Abigail Adams Greenway, and and I play the harmonium. I'll be playing the harmonium this evening for you, and I do play a very specific kind of tabla, and we call that our new music for the new world, which is created by Masood. You can find that on our website, or maybe one day in a live performance. This evening, a wonderful friend and a Rumi scholar by the name of Lida Saidian, and her Sufi name is Aziza Sarah. She is going to be introducing each song, and she is going to be reciting a couplet in original Persian, and then she will be giving you its English translation. So before we start playing and turn it over to Aziza, I would like to thank the Rumi Forum very deeply. It's a great honor for us to be playing this evening, and we wish you all well and peace throughout the world. Our motto is playing for peace, so we wish for peace throughout this world of ours, and hopefully through our music it gives us all a little bit. Thank you so much, and here you go, Aziza.
What house is this house? این خانه که پیوسته در او بانگ چغانه است. از خواجه بپرسید که این خانه چه خانه است. This house from which the sound of music is constantly heard. Ask the master, what house is this house? In this ghazal, Rumi points to the human heart, which is the house of God, of love, and of divine revelation.
از خواجه بپرسید که این خانه چی خانه است. از خواجه بپرسید که این خانه چی خانه است. این خانه که پیوسته در بانگ چغانه است. از خواجه بپرسید که این خانه چی خانه است. از خواجه بپرسید که این خانه چی خانه است. این صورت بود چیست اگر خانه کعبه است. این صورت بود چیست اگر خانه کعبه است. این نور خدا چیست اگر غیر و مخان است. این نور خدا چیست اگر غیر و مخان است. این خانه که پیوسته در چی خواست از خواجه بپرسید که این خانه چی خواست که این خانه چی خواست که این خانه چی خواست که این خانه چی خواست
Who shall lead us home? رومی. من مست و تو دیوانه، ما را که برد خانه. 100 بار تو را گفتم کم خورد و سپیمانه. I am intoxicated, you are insane. Who shall lead us home? I told you 100 times not to drink more than 2 to 3 goblets. Here, Rumi is pointing to the spiritual intoxication that the arrival of Shams of Tabriz caused in Konya.
عهد کردم که دیگر می نخورم در محال بجز از امشب و فردا شب و شب‌های دیگر من مست و تو دیوانه من مست و تو دیوانه ما را کی برد خانه 100 بار تو را گفتم 100 بار تو را گفتم کم خورد و سپیمانه من مست و دیوانه من مست و تو دیوانه ما را کی برد خانه 100 بار تو را گفتم 100 بار تو را گفتم کم خورد و سپیمانه من مست و دیوانه Must
Stay with good companions. Rumi. ز همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست. سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست. Separating from good companions is not advisable. Traveling without a light is not advisable. In this ghazal, Rumi stresses that on the path of spiritual quest, one must have good companions and a spiritual master to be the guiding light.
سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست چو ملک و پادشاهی دیده باشی چو ملک و پادشاهی دیده باشی پس از شاهی گدایی مصلحت نیست پس از شاهی گدایی مصلحت نیست سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست چو پاداری برو دست به جنبان چو پاداری برو دست به جنبان تو را بی دست و پایی مصلحت نیست تو را بی دست و پایی مصلحت نیست سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی مصلحت نیست چو ملک و پادشاهی دیده باشی چو ملک و پادشاهی دیده باشی پس از شاهی گدایی مصلحت نیست پس از شاهی گدایی مصلحت نیست سه همراهان جدایی مصلحت نیست سفر بی روشنایی
I am doing what all of you would do if you were in the same space. I'm not in the same space, but this music is so delightful, so wonderful. I wanted to remind you that at the bottom of your screen, if you're able to make an additional donation, it will go entirely to Tabla for Two. They are performing just a wonderful, wonderful concert this evening. I also want to say two other things really quickly. One is that for the last year and a half, Focus Music has had to present its shows virtually. And it's thanks largely to the talents and skills of our executive director, Rob Hinkle, who is on site tonight, making sure that this show comes across as beautifully as you hear there. And there's Rob, giving us all a hand. Also, want to mention that Focus Music is about to do something, as I say, we haven't done in the last year and a half. In November, we have 2 live shows planned. And we have our fingers crossed that environment will permit that to go as planned. On November the 6th, a trio known as the Sherpas, Tom Prasada Rao, Tom Kimmel, and Michael Lilly will be performing at Island Pride Restaurant in Gaithersburg. And on November the 13th, 3 local musicians, Emily Hall, Sam C. Jones, and Deccan Traps duo, will be performing at our Mount Vernon location, St. Aidan's Episcopal Church. There'll be more information about both of those shows at focusmusic.org. Sit back and enjoy, and here once again our Tabla for Two.
Aziza, it's your turn. Please introduce us.
Song. The lyrics of the next song are by Hafez. Talking to the dawn breeze. سحر با باد می گفتم حدیث آرزومندی خطاب آمد که واثق شو به الطاف خداوندی. At dawn I kept talking to the breeze, making wishes. A call came that said, trust in God's benevolence. In this sublime ghazal, Hafiz of Shiraz is highlighting the power of prayers offered day or night. He calls prayer the key to the treasure we seek, Kilid Ganj Maqsood.
سحر بابات میگفتم سحر بابات میگفتم حدیث آرزومندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی سحر بابات میگفتم سحر بابات میگفتم حدیث آرزومندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی خطاب آمد که واصل با دلدار پیوندی سحر با باد میگفتم سحر با باد میگفتم حدیث آرزومندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی سحر با باد میگفتم بشیری حافظ شیراز میخوانند و میرقصند بشیری حافظ شیراز میخوانند و میرقصند سیاه چشمان کشمیری و ترکانی سمرقندی سیاه چشمان کشمیری و ترکانی سمرقندی سحر با باد میگفتم سحر با باد میگفتم حدیث آرزومندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی خطاب آمد که واصل شو به الطاف خداوندی
The month of fasting has arrived. Rumi. آمد شهر سیام، سنجق سلطان رسید. دست بدار از طعام، مائده جان رسید. The month of fasting has come. The cavalcade of the Sultan has arrived. Fast from eating and drinking, food for the soul has arrived. Here, Rumi describes the many blessings of the month of Ramadan, where the body fasts, but the soul feasts.
آمد و شهر سیام سلجوق سلطان رسید دست بدار از طعام مایده جان رسید دست بدار از طعام مایده جان رسید آمد و شهر سیام سلجوق سلطان رسید دست بدار از طعام مایده جان رسید دست بدار از طعام مایده جان رسید. روزم چو قربان ماست، زندگی جان ماست. روزم چو قربان ماست، زندگی جان ماست. تن همه قربان کنیم، جان چون مهمان کنیم. تن همه قربان کنیم، جان چون مهمان کنیم. دست بدار از طعام، مایده جان رسید. دست و دهان را بشوی، نه بخور و نه بگوی. دست و دهان را بشوی، نه بخور و نه بگوی. آن سخن لقمه جو خموشان رسید. آمد و شهر سیام، سلجوق سلطان رسید. دست بدار از طعام، مایده جان رسید. جان ز قطیعت برست، دست طبیعت ببست. جان ز قطیعت برست، دست طبیعت ببست. قلب زلالت شکست، لشکر ایمان رسید. قلب زلالت شکست، لشکر ایمان رسید. آمد و شهر سیام، سلجوق سلطان رسید. دست بدار از طعام، مایده جان رسید. دست
The lyrics of this last song are by the Afghan poet Ahmad Wali. Our existence is from you, O Allah. امشب به چه تصویر کنم نقش جمالت، باری به سخن یا به قلم یا صور و رنگ. How can I render the intricacies of your majesty tonight? With words, with a pen, or images and colors? Our existence is from you. Our souls come from you, O Creator of the world. Our every sign is from you.
از تو وجود ما، از تو روان ما، ای خالق جهان، از تو نشان ما. یا الله یا الله، بردارد سجود ما. یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله، ای فروغ قلب ما. یا الله یا الله یا الله، از تو وجود ما، از تو روان ما، ای خالق جهان، از تو نشان ما. یا الله یا الله، بردارد سجود ما. یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله، ای فروغ قلب ما. یا الله یا الله یا الله. پادشاهی عالم سلطان کائناتی دنیاست جمله فانی تنها تو در ثباتی دریاب باز ما را تو مالک حیاتی ما غرق بحر هستی تو مظهر نجاتی از تو وجود ما از تو روان ما ای خالق جهان از تو نشان ما یا الله یا الله بردارد سجود ما یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله ای فروغ قلب ما یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله یا الله بردارد سجود ما یا الله 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 جل جلاله.
Thank you very much, Tabla for Two, for an amazing performance. It was such a great combination of poets, of masters of Sufi poetry, including Rumi and Hafiz. So thank you very much for this fascinating evening. And Aziza, thank you so much for helping us navigate the nuanced meanings of Rumi's poetry and helping us travel into his ocean of parables and analogies and rich vocabulary. So without your contribution, this picture would have been missing. So thank you very much for this contribution.
Thank you so much for everything you do. I thank Rumi Forum, Focus Music, and above all, Tabla for Two, which is a provider of healing for our area, and we need so much of that.
Well said. So at a time of devastation and upheavals, the great master reconciled East and West, human and nature, orthodoxy and mysticism. He was a pathbreaker, and his vision continues to inspire us today, which is a time that these qualities are no less needed. So please stay tuned to Rumi Forum's activities and be part of our work. This endeavor is open to everyone, and we welcome everyone. This is a kickoff event for the activity year, which we look forward to be a fruitful one. And I thank everyone once again for a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much.